Rapid Rants, episode 5. The intro is a little bit of false advertisement because 2 of our hosts are out, but we have some wonderful substitute hosts today. We have Danny and we have Thenya from Kenya. She's a comedian, actress. She does all sorts of stuff. Really excited about today's episode. We got some awesome topics. First one's going to be a serial sperm donor with over 600 kids over in Europe. That's going to be an interesting conversation. And also, the second topic is going to be all of the poisonous levels of metals in tampons, apparently, because we're trying to kill our women. And then there we have a man who had DNR tattooed on his chest, and he's suing an EMT for reviving him. Last topic is going to be a quote from Jim Carrey about helping homeless people for social media clout and things for that. What's the morality there? We're going to go into the first topic right now. Here's a video about the serial sperm donor.
Anything wrong if a kid has hundreds of half-siblings?
I don't see absolutely nothing wrong with it.
550, is that the number of children you have fathered?
Yeah, that's according to my records, but it could be like 50 more, I assume.
You will know various mothers have asked you to stop donating. The main fear appears to be that they are concerned that their child may meet a half-sibling in the future, fall in love with them, be in a relationship with them, which of course could lead to genetic birth defects. I mean, that's a real fear.
No, now there's cheap DNA tests, so they can find out easily. Secondly, the parents will all tell that their children are from a donor. It's also visible because they're like a lesbian couple or they're like a single mom. So the children will have this answer.
I mean, I don't know about you, Jonathan, but I can't imagine when I was a teenager meeting young lads. One of my first questions to them when I just fancied them about whether they were a donor child. I just can't see that happening.
If you were a donor child, you will be brought up with the idea that you're a donor child. It's your identity. So they also know that at a certain moment in their life, they have to be aware and they have to think, well, maybe I can.
I don't know. To me, that seems like a big
donor child.
To me, that seems like a big responsibility, and I think the mothers are saying this.
Okay. Okay. Now, Blaze brought this to our attention, so let's have Blaze start.
So, remember when I posted the video of the guy and they were married for like 13 years and then they found out that they were siblings? Yep. So they weren't donor kids. Well, we don't know if they were donor kids or not, but this is what we're going to run into. You feel me? When I was looking at this, I'm like, a dude is like he'll do a couple hundred at one sperm bank and then go to another one, a couple hundred, another one, a couple hundred. And they send these things to all these different countries. So just imagine being in a place where freaking maybe 50 to 100 of those people in that community could be your sibling. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's insanity.
And then the point of, oh, well, you know, it's DNA tests are cheap and it's part of their identity. It'll come up on a first date, bro. You think I'm going to be like, oh, yeah, you know, I have my parents, but I'm a donor kid. So that's just, it's not part of a typical conversation.
You have my daddy's eyes.
Yeah.
I have eyes.
I'm going to take this little piece of hair real quick.
I saw this docu and boy, was it troubling. This man is nuts. He literally went to people's homes though. Like he met these women, talked to them specifically, had sex with some of them. Okay. Like not just test tube, girl, like boom, pow, science, mason jars. I don't know, but like turkey baster. It was a turkey baster situation. And he was sleeping with some of them. And
it's crazy how that happened. You see his, you know, he has the profile. Like when they go to look to see for the donor, he's like
Fabio over there.
Oh yeah,
with his blonde hair.
He thinks he's so beautiful. He's so vain. He calls himself the Lion or something. That's his like nickname. And he was in Kenya at like a sperm donor place and was like the face of their like, come get European sperm, and it's like the man and he's just like there with his hair just billowing. So yeah, I mean, when they broke it down about how dangerous that could be to like our gene pool, it was frightening.
So
and that's a sick man. That's a sick man, and he's
Well, also, you know, obviously they can't use condoms. So is he getting regular STD testing?
Oh my God.
Solid question, bro.
Actually, you know, obviously sperm donors don't perform, you know, that intimacy act. But
I didn't even think of that.
Going door to door, obviously you can't use condoms. they're trying to create a baby. So if he's sleeping around, who's regulating that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we didn't even think of that. Oh my God.
I don't know. I would assume that these women would be, would ask for a panel. I hope.
I would think so, but I don't know. I mean, some people are,
especially the ones that wanted to sleep with them. They wanted. They were like, well,
let's just do this the old-fashioned way, right? Yeah. So, like, I don't know, like, so this I haven't actually seen it. It's on my list on Netflix or whatever. But we were talking about it. And we watched the trailer or whatever. But I'm just so mind blown at that these donation centers are not regulating this better.
That's
like,
exactly.
Why can this guy go from site to site to site and no communication?
Girl, it's white men.
I'm so confused.
Who's regulating white men?
But it's your DNA.
Well,
like you're literally spreading DNA.
There was one place that he went that it's an international donation place. So like they take the specimen and then they send it out all over the world. And that place is supposed to have like triple checks on verifying they're not donating anywhere else. So they never have donated anywhere else. And he still donated to this place.
Yo. And then you saw in the documentary there are a bunch of people now that that's copying him now. So it's like they're finding it cool. He's the trendsetter, and he is like, so that's alarming. And then another thing is like he is low key building his own cult.
He is
my children,
the sons of that guy. Like,
except for I think they all hate him. Like I don't know.
I'm sure.
They're all raised by women who despise him now.
The baby mamas definitely hate him.
Yeah, at first they were blown away.
What's also like the long term? Like, can these women, like, I've never been involved with anything like this. Like, do they sign like waivers? Like, does he like evoke all parental rights? So therefore he won't have to 10 years down the road, say something happens and one of the kids, or the parents are coming back and they're like, hey, you need to start paying child support because, something happened. But
I'm pretty sure there's something signed because that was the easy answer. Oh, he ain't gonna stop. Don't worry, we got something for him.
Yeah.
Okay.
All of them put him on child support.
That would also be my general concern. It's just like, could these people come back and then he's completely bankrupt because he's fathered all these technically responsible.
Talking about he's gonna go to all of the he's gonna attend all the birthdays and soccer games and the graduations. You're gonna be traveling a lot, sir.
Yeah. He's like, I'm a permanent fixture in their lives. What do you mean? I'm gonna go to 500 weddings, graduations,
walking down all those girls down the aisle, and like
he's got 2 birthday presents a day to buy.
173 women down the aisle. I'm gonna do it. That is an ambition. I mean, I don't know. That feels crazy, sir. But
this man got more kids than days of the year.
That's what I'm saying. Like 2 birthdays a day, he's got to buy presents for.
This man is Abraham from the Bible, bro.
Yeah, he's trying to be. He wants to be. Don't call him that. Don't give him what he wants. Ew.
You're right.
Fuck. You're weird. That's crazy. We have to start Earth. All right. We're not restarting. This isn't a jump start. Get down, man.
I hope somebody's tracking this to see if issues actually do come up. Like if there is a couple in 10 years that are dating and then found out they're both his dad,
bro,
or he's both their dads, like that would
be mind blowing. Yeah,
but it's even worse. It doesn't even have to be half siblings. It can be their descendants, and that's that's the multiplier. That's the problem. True. So it's not even that it's 2 that exist right now. It's their children. It's their offspring.
No, because these 600 kids are 2 kids each.
Yeah,
that's 12. That's 1,800 people walking around. Oh my!
A little mixed kid from Kenya flying over, meeting the love of their life.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, this is deep rooted. It's generational problem. Yeah.
Wow, he's created some sort of pandemic, some genetic pandemic.
In like a small European town, like not a large, you know what I mean, or like city, or not as big as you would think.
Right.
Yeah, not big enough for this.
That's true.
What a first take, bro.
We had to start with this one, bro. We had to start with this one. All right. Let's go on to the second topic, and we have a resident expert here, and that's Danny. But we're gonna play the video and get into it.
Did you guys see the most recent study conducted on about 14 tampon brands that all contain lead, arsenic, and other harmful chemicals and metals? Because I did. Yeah. And those tampons that are 100% organic, 100% cotton, and bleach-free that we thought were safe aren't fucking safe because they have high levels of arsenic. So what the hell do we use? Well, I polled y'all, and hundreds of wonderful women told me what they use. Number 1 recommendation was period cups. Top 2 brands were Salt and Diva Cup, along with Flex, Lily, and Athena. Number 2 recommendation was period disc. Top brand was Flex Disc, disposable and non-disposable, and then Nexit Disc. And number 3 recommendation was period panties. Top 2 brands was NYX and Salt, along with Thinx, and Body. Some women use pads too. Some women use period panties in conjunction with cups. Whatever you need to use to feel safe and comfortable. I hope it works for you. Some women said using these things got rid of cramps as well. So go on with your bad self and stay safe.
All right, before I start the timer, I want to explain why the reason I wanted to have this topic on the show is so that that Blaze and I can be woman-splained. What is wrong with this? You know, like what the full story here. So starting the timer, Danny, you want to start?
Sure. First of all, I'm just like absolutely flabbergasted, but at the same time, not really that crazy surprised. So it's not just tampons. She did mention that organic tampons, the ones that are like supposed to be 100% cotton, all of that, they're also finding that arsenic and chlorine are in those products. So that's false advertising. So there's like a whole bunch of class action suits being developed for those. Yeah. And now they've also done experiments on pads. Pads are being found, even though, you know, obviously it's an external and it's not, you know, a tampon, it still is they're finding all of these chemicals. Mm-hmm. So I would like to start with just saying, first and foremost, the developers, like the R&D that is behind tampons, pads, all of that, they just started using blood last year.
Wait, what does that mean? They just started using blood.
Prior to this, they have been using water products and or corn syrup. They have not actually been doing with human or animal blood. So they're saying that, you know, these are super absorbent, that you can, you know, you can keep them, you know, you don't have to change them for hours, all of this, but then, you know, these women are using it and are having issues and think that something's wrong with them. So it's so much false advertisement.
So you're saying, wait, I just got to make sure we're clear. So you're saying they're like, all right, these things absorb blood, but when they test them, they don't use blood.
They have, up until last year, they have not been consistently using blood.
These things been around for ages. Like,
it's like the 1920s, I think, was the original tampon. If I'm pretty sure that's accurate, but like that's insane to me. So you're advertising to women for an issue that we can't control. It's a natural thing that happens. And they're saying, you know, that these are the super most absorbent thing and like most recent development. And, you know, it's supposed to be these amazing products. And then on top of that, this comes out. And then we find out that all the organic products also are poisonous, like have forever chemicals. And that is something that is being inserted inside of our body that sits in it for hours at a time, or a pad that you're sitting on for hours at a time.
Thank you. What go ahead. Sorry.
It's just crazy.
What are your thoughts right now, Tanya?
I'm just like, just send me away. I'm done. I'm over this. It's like I joined that whole organic movement, right? Because I did. Okay, first of all, the recommendations for women on what they're supposed to do if they want to, you know, like avoid tampons is just like, send me to Joshua Tree for a weekend, I guess. Let me just drink weed out in the woods with the coyotes. I don't know. But giving me this Diva cup that I have to boil in my pasta pot it's it's giving, I don't know. And these discs, I've tried those too. It's like, you got to be home. Have you surgically washed your hands and prepped enough to insert this disc into your own body? It's giving, I don't have a medical degree for this. And then, yeah, I'm like, ready.
Like,
yeah, I feel like I'm like,
scrub,
am I ready?
like a full like surgeon scrub.
Right. Did I scrub in? Am I,
Right. Yeah.
And then obviously they don't give a shit about us. Like the pads and the tampons all have the chemicals. So I'm just like, send me away. Send me to Joshua Tree and let me free bleed with a coyote.
So they poison in the area,
poisoning us from inside. Yeah, because essentially,
bro.
I mean,
Like,
these are in our body, so you have tissue inside your body that is going to absorb that arsenic, that chlorine, all of those harmful chemicals are in our bodies now, and now our bodies have to process them.
They create cancer. They know that it creates cancer, and they are disclosing that it's literally a part.
Cancer to the gushy.
Yes, they don't care about us.
So right, and like that's what's so frustrating is because obviously I don't think a single woman loves being on her period. Like, like they're not like, "Ooh, I'm on my period." Like, it's already a huge inconvenience. You're going through mood swings and cramps and, a whole list of just inconveniences. And then so now let's just add another layer of inconvenience that no product that could alleviate free bleeding essentially is.
Hey, look, I as someone that used to be a lot younger in clubber days, I know a lot of women that were like, my period, thank God. So,
That's accurate. Okay, you're right. I misspoke. Yeah. But it's not necessarily, a long-standing celebratory event that happens.
Exactly. They're celebrating because they're not gonna, have a child.
It's a moment of relief.
Yes, they're like, "Oh, thank the Lord, not this year."
As a man, I would just like to say that I want to take whatever action that we can take at these companies, because as a man that's not a part of communities that don't like the gushy and the kitty cat or whatever y'all want to call it. You feel me? Y'all poisoning, giving cancer. Like, look, y'all gotta stop. You feel me? This is our happy place. This is what makes us happy. This is and y'all decide to do something like this, bro. Yeah, bro, we need to take action like immediately. Like Rapid Rants needs to do. I'm sure everybody's on board because this is crazy. That's bro.
It's funny that you brought that up because I've been watching like a whole lot of TikTok. This is like a huge thing. And women are trying to explain this to men. Sorry, my cat is on my lap. And
speaking of the
cat,
you said I make you happy.
It was perfect timing, right? So what was I saying? Oh, that women are trying to explain the severity of this to men. Like, there's no circumstance. There's nothing that you guys put inside your body that have these chemicals that you could like easily relate to.
Right. Right. And I mean, we only have 45 seconds left, but not to mention everything birth control is doing to women.
Oh,
oh my God.
Yeah, bro, like it's terrible. There's no good option for women. It's awful.
They just want us dead, bro. That's just what they want. They're just like, all right, so you have a whole bunch of diseases and have a whole bunch of kids. That's just what they want. They just
and be responsible for all of them. Yeah. And and then also after, you start your period back up. So
well, the sperm donor guy ain't complaining. He's happy about it. He's extremely happy about this.
Yeah. We do have to like I'm glad it's coming out, but it's obviously way too late. And I hope that, that there's action taken against these companies and more accountability.
No doubt. All right. Moving right along.
Sorry for taking up the majority of that one, but I'm a little bit passionate about it.
All right. So we're going to go to the guy with the tattoo DNR on his chest that got revived and now he's suing.
I believe I flatlined. I had the DNR in place on my chest for the reason that I did not want to be brought back to life if anything was to happen to me.
Tattoo on your chest.
Yes, which means do not resuscitate. He resuscitated me without my consent.
I am a first responder EMT, and my job is to save lives, save people. I didn't make anything of the tattoo. For all I know, the tattoo could have been something for a gang.
And it just says DNR.
Yes, in capital letters.
Capital letters, DNR. That still does not grant the authority of this gentleman reneging on his responsibility as an EMT.
Who gives him the right to bring me back from that? I was perfectly fine crossing over, but instead he brought me back, and now I have a $40,000 medical bill. He brought me back to a life where it's a lot more difficult.
I understand that, sir. He did what he was sworn to do. I am sorry what happened to you, sir. But make no mistake about it. This gentleman is not responsible for any of that.
That poor EMT, bro. He didn't just do his job. He did his job really well. He saved a person's life. He brought a person back to life, and now he's getting sued for it.
That's wild.
I'm going to attempt to play devil's advocate. I'm going to attempt. Trying to think of one good reason. Damn you, EMT. This man wanted to go be with the Lord, and you stopped him.
And he was right there.
He was right there. He saw the light and everything. And you just yo, that is insane, bro. Like, what? I don't even know where to begin. I can't believe. First off, I can't believe that they even entertained the lawsuit at all. Like, how do you know it didn't? Like, characters frozen. I don't know if we do we resuscitate him. I'm like,
do we resuscitate the live?
Oh, I don't know.
No, okay. So a DNR order is a real thing, but it's a matter of paperwork. It's something you file. That exactly. When you're at a hospital and you're brought in, they'll pull your thing up and they'll see, oh, he has a DNR. A tattoo is not an official form of communication for anything. It's not that you don't get a tattoo with like, my name's Corey, and now that's my proof. You can't.
I mean, is there a way to bring up his chest back? Is there like fine print that maybe that's there?
Yeah. I would love to just like seen an EMT who saw that DNR and then had the question just like over his body, like contemplating, like just like a little like
not clear or not clear.
Did he get sued?
They're like going through his phone, trying to call somebody, be like, should we resuscitate? Like they're just trying to he's scrambling
while his brain is deteriorating from lack of oxygen.
I don't know. It's wild.
And then he gets sued because DNR actually stands for Dominic Rodriguez.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Like Googling. He's like, what is DNR? It's also this though, and it.
Yo, that's crazy.
Initials, like who knows?
And there's actually like dots, like D period N period R period. It does, it's not a clear communicated message.
Exactly. Definitely, because
spell it out next time and sign it, have it notarized, have your tattoo notarized, friend. You want to leave Earth?
Put a QR code with your DNR order on it.
Exactly. QR code it. Really get
That's foolproof right there.
Scan if not breathing.
I'm trying. Hey, look, I'm trying to see him going to the bank to get it notarized.
Yes. It's legal now, friends.
But the point he brought up about he brought me back to a life where now I have $40K worth of medical expenses. Really, that was probably his goal with this lawsuit, was to get that taken care of or whatever. But I mean, I don't know. It's part of life.
But you're alive. Like that's literally a part of life. Like you are alive now, so you have rights to responsibilities.
No, bro, it's there's a case.
Their medical bills.
No, but check this out though. That people do stuff like that purposely. I read this story it was a while ago. This dude, he got a life sentence, and he whatever he did, he made sure that he flatlined in prison. And once they brought him back, they went to trial, and he got off. I served my life. I died. So they had to let him go.
God.
Yeah, look it up, and we got to talk about it next time.
Is that a loophole?
Yeah.
Like
no. And that is why they're like 3 life sentences. Like you.
Oh my God!
Is that why they do that?
No.
What?
Just blew my mind. What?
Makes sense to me.
You get 3 chances to almost be murdered, and then we got to let you out. That's
not almost be murdered.
He's like in a coma.
You have to die.
Flatlined.
Like flatline. You're flatlined for more
Like
than a couple minutes, and
considered-
then
Yeah.
you're back. You died.
What?
That is insane.
That's crazy.
Exactly. So I'm just
Wow.
saying. So yeah, that whole DNR thing could have easily just been his. I mean, not that, but like I like that where it's like he wanted to get rid of the debt and hopefully get a lawsuit, pay some of that off.
Mhm.
I want to hear the conversation the EMT was having with his EMT buddies when he found out he was getting sued for saving this guy's life. Like,
Right.
that's got to be a real moment for a person. Like, I
Yeah.
did what I was supposed to do.
I would have been hot. I'm like,
Trained
you
for
wasted.
that. Yeah.
You wasted my time with this court case, bro. I got things to do. You know what I'm saying? I got people to save, and I got to be sitting in here.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
defending
God.
your life. What if he was just like, if I could go back in time
I'll just let you go, bro.
and let you go, bro, I would.
I'd have stopped at 7-Eleven for that Slurpee before I came, man. Like,
Yeah.
That's insane.
Just
bro.
kidding. But again, who's paying their medical bills?
right?
Oh, right. That's the part of the
Medical bills don't
bigger
go on your
issue.
credit. Just saying.
Right.
Exactly.
The American health system.
Right. Yeah. This beautiful system we've created.
And do you think that the DNR actually stood for that? And you know, when he first got the tattoo, he had that in mind. Like, I don't want to be protected.
It's his ex-girlfriend.
Right. That was
you feel me?
Dominica.
Like, that's too fishy. That's too fishy to me. Like he on some Trump assassination stuff right now. It's staged to me, bro. It's like
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm sorry.
And I'm going to be nitpicky a little bit. Well, why was the N a lowercase letter?
It bothered me. He said in big uppercase letters, but the N was
But the N
definitely
was
lowercase.
definitely
It was
lowercase.
absolutely lowercase.
So if it was an acronym for "Do Not Resuscitate," it should have all been caps, and they should have had the period. So that's a little fishy to me.
I mean, really the fishy thing would be the N, or not the N. Do not wait. I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right.
Wait, that's not his real tattoo.
I mean, that does very much
It's
look
like a Sharpie, bro.
That looks like a Sharpie.
Yeah. How much did you pay for that tattoo? Because don't go back to that tattoo artist.
What?
I mean,
Yeah. I don't know.
maybe he
It could
should sue
also
the
be, yeah.
tattoo artist. Like, bro, it wasn't clear because
It wasn't
the N-
effective, bro. You
The
didn't.
N wasn't
that
capital.
clear. Right.
All right. Let's go ahead and move on to the next topic,
Insane.
which we're going to be looking. I'm going to play 2 videos here, and it's the point I was talking about earlier with Jim Carrey, but it's a video that shows a positive. So I'm just going to run 2.
Instead, imagine struggling with being homeless and someone comes with a camera in your face to give you a meal and you have to take it. Imagine that feeling. Please stop doing that. If you go to help someone, do it with kindness and not your ego.
What do y'all got in there?
We got chicken, hot plate, potato salad.
How much is it for a meal? What kind of meal could I get for $15?
You get an order of ribs, you get potato salad, you get mac and cheese. If you want a combination, you get chicken with it, it'll be still the same place.
I'll get $200 worth of meals, and then I'm gonna go hand it out to the homeless.
Oh, wow. Real for real.
Yeah.
You do that, we're going to match that.
Why, bro?
Because I see where your heart's at.
You sure?
I do that.
All right, let's get some meals together.
Yeah.
How many meals are we at?
He ended up now. It came up to $285, but we getting it for $200.
That's incredible. Thank you. Here's the $200 for you.
Thank you. Let me give you a hug too. Thank you.
And there's stuff smiling. How old are you?
I'll be 68 next month.
Why are you still working?
Well, I like to see that's what I did for a living.
So we're gonna hand the food out. After that, I want to give you something.
Okay. Well, we gave you everything was left. We had it here.
Oh, I bought you guys out?
Yeah, you just made my day.
The people will love the food. Open it up and check it out, bro.
That's a dinner.
Yeah, bro. Eat up, man.
Thank you, boss man. God bless you.
God bless you too, man.
Yeah, give me that.
Of course. Yeah, you get your own, man. Thank you. Of course. Is that good?
Yeah. Oh, thank you. I was so hungry.
Keep your head up, okay?
Thank you.
Of course, dude. There's chicken for you, dude. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy. I got something for you.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
God's here today.
He sure is.
I never bled like that in one day.
Aw.
I appreciate it.
And the random follower who gets blessed with $25 is the 62017.
Okay.
Okay.
So I see that guy a lot. He's huge online or whatever. And I mean, he does feed a lot of people in need. And before the advent of social media, especially the way it's been recently, I would have said this is absolutely wrong, because why don't you just do it, out of the goodness of your heart? But this social media account also funds what he's doing. You can, he gets a lot of views and a lot of support, and without posting on social media, he wouldn't be able to do what he does. But is there a more tasteful way to do it where you're not necessarily showing the faces of these people?
Well, another point for that is also he actually shows, like, he goes to typically small businesses and he shows like their banner or whatever in the background. Right. It's also marketing for these small businesses, which is huge.
Yeah, it's for people like him and doing it the way that he's doing it, like I wouldn't put the evil, attach the evil to it, because with anything, with AI, there's a good way to use it and a bad way to use it. With guns, it depends on whose hands it's in. So in situations like this, it's like there are channels who, use their social media to help people, but it's more than just showing off because I'm such a good guy. It helps the person's business. You know what I'm saying? So, and there are those people who are like, post the camera and try to act natural and do it and just such a good-hearted person, and you know what I'm saying? So I can't be against him. I'm normally against people.
That's what I'm saying, right? That's why I chose that video, because he does it right. Tanya, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it's the act of giving for an audience is, of course, disgusting, but I don't know if that comes across as his intent. It feels like he is trying to spread the word and do by action, and being like, all right, I'm gonna go to this small local business and see if I can work with them and go do something that's helpful to the community, and also spotlight how maybe you could do that in your community as well, because $200 is not an insane amount of money. And maybe even like if we lived in the same city, we could do that once a month and take $200 and go to a local business and get so I think he's trying to inspire people to do it as well. I hope. I haven't seen a lot of his videos, so it didn't feel gross or for for the clout as others do. So yeah, it felt like he was really just doing it.
I think a big difference between him and a lot of other people is he never shows his face. We have no idea what he looks like. So it's not like anyone's walking down the street and see him be like, oh, you're the guy who's such an amazing person. Let me give you all these accolades. It's like a faceless thing. And like Danny said, he focuses on the business that he's getting from, the business owner, the quality of the food, and then the people he's helping. And it's not like he hangs on them. The state keeps a shot of one homeless person for a long time. But then there's like another page I recently found. It's like Tales from the Streets. And this guy goes around and he just interviews homeless people about how they ended up where they're at. Mm-hmm. And I'm real like torn on how I feel about that one, because it's like his intentions are good, but the comments and putting on social media where people are just so mean and hateful that these people end up getting torn up in the comments and made fun of. And, it's just, I don't know. It's a real delicate line to balance. I think that guy does it well, but I would say 80% of the people I see out there trying to do good online it's really just clout chasing in my eyes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I just feel like with the guy that does the Tales from the Streets or whatever, he just turn the comments off,
right?
Right. Do that type of thing. But I didn't realize that he didn't show his face at all in the video.
So you recognize him just because of the act of what he's doing.
Exactly. So that alone, makes to me makes it completely like, if you're not showing your face, you ain't getting the clout for that. You know what I'm saying? So, and you looked at a lot of his different videos and you see that he doesn't show his face. Yeah, that's freaking.
Yeah,
that's amazing. I'm just hot that he ain't bring me no plate. You feel me? I'm not hungry. I'm not homeless,
but I'm hungry.
But, I'm hungry. Exactly. Them things look good.
I know. I was listening. I was like, okay.
And also homelessness.
Well, now you for the restaurant that he got the meal
Now,
from.
yeah.
You know, it's delicious.
Yeah. And I think, I do think it is great how he seems to want to be involved in like the community of it. And that's cool. Cause like sometimes you watch stuff like when I saw this, I was thinking of, I watched the craziest shows, but I was watching 600-Pound Life.
Yeah.
And every time you watch them or one of those shows where like, it feels like the people on the other side of the camera don't have the people in front of the camera's best interest at heart. And you're like, wow, like I just saw a 600-pound woman fall and the camera was steady. Like nobody flinched. Ain't nobody flinched. Nobody went to go help this lady who just toppled over. Like, come on. And then like, I'm like, those people are doing it for clout. Like, they're here for the money. They're not even considering that that's a human being who is struggling through something and needs support, you know, like, just to see a still camera frame when someone is falling.
Well, absolutely. And I think that's an interesting point too, because I worked in reality TV for 3 years and I eventually quit mostly because the things that they were making me do to these cast members and just the edit and making them say things they never said and the things I hear the producers telling them to do and not telling them whatever, that's TV. You know, that's what people just want, that dumb content on TV, but nobody can comment on a TV show. The social media pages are, I think there's kind of a different, I don't know, level of expectation for respect on social media, especially, you know, TikTok in particular, because people will call you out quick on TikTok. So I think that it's probably one positive side to doing this kind of thing on social media as opposed to something like a format on TV, because your supporters, your followers are going to expect you to be respectful, but that's not the case on cable TV.
Right. Yeah. Well, and I think just overall, like, it's just bringing awareness to this issue. No one wants to be homeless. No one thinks that, you know, their circumstances are ever going to put them into a homeless situation or a 600-pound life situation. You know, you don't think those instances are going to happen to you. So I think that just obviously by us talking about this and by these people bringing up the awareness and doing it without having the clout, it's bringing up something that's really terrible to society.
Absolutely.
You know?
Amazing topic.
Blaze, you got your question ready, bro? I'll go first. All right. We're going. I know. We're just gonna skip it because I don't want to play right now. But all right. What deceased person would you want to live as if you could be any person who is deceased?
Wow, bro, that is the question of all questions.
Are you alive again? Like, do you live their life?
Yeah. I'll answer first, and it's gonna be the same answer I have for another question I think last episode. But Nikola Tesla, bro, I want to be Nikola Tesla.
Why would you want to be Nikola Tesla?
He knows everything that they won't tell us. He knows. The man's a genius. He created wireless electricity that was available for the entire country for free, and that's when they killed him. You know, he knew everything. If we could bring back the knowledge that Tesla had, our world would not look anything like it does right now. Not economically, not technologically, not culturally, nothing.
Okay. But don't you, like, anytime like anybody smart is, I'm just like, they had so many obstacles and they had to deal with so many stupid people. So could you imagine being him in his mind, looking out at the stupidity around you? Like,
that's a really good point, though.
It is.
Like, I don't know.
Like, this is a hard question.
I want to be someone really dumb, like somebody really, really dumb.
I was really thinking about this. I was really thinking about this, and I'm like, there's so many people like Michael Jackson, obviously, but then it's like,
I knew you were going to say Michael
but I'm like, do I want to deal with the type of trauma and insecurities and stuff he went through? No, I'm good. And then I was like, you know, I love Jesus, so I was like, maybe a disciple, but do I want that kind of death? Like, I'm good on that day. There ain't no AC and they walked everywhere. I'm good.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Yeah.
I
think
I don't know. That's a hard one.
If I'm ready, if you're
we're waiting for you.
So I think I would be not many people know of her, but Ginger Rogers, so Fred Astaire and Ginger Rogers, like old school Hollywood. They were dancers. Fred Astaire from Singing in the Rain. Yes. Okay. Just to be in that environment, like when Hollywood was like, you actually.
Yeah, agreed. See the you see how she froze?
Had
the freaking
to be.
The powers that be didn't like that.
I did freeze. Oh, sorry.
Hey, look, the powers that be didn't like that, bro.
Nope. They shut you down.
The way Hollywood used to be freeze.
So y'all would not want to come back. Like, would you want to come back as like a non-celebrity?
I mean, I was
Or
thinking
like-
about it. I was like,
Well, they
maybe
were
I'd come back.
celebrities.
If I came back as someone, I mean, Cleopatra would be fun. Because I feel like you got to have money and power.
That's a good answer. Cleopatra's a good answer.
That is a good answer.
Yeah, someone like that, or historically, it hasn't been always amazing for us Blacks, and so stepping into the past isn't always a little something I want to do. But if I must, cool part. Let's go to Egypt and let's rule it. Right?
That's the way to go. That's yeah.
Touche. I like that answer.
Blaze, you got anything?
Oh my god. Frick, I'd be Tarzan, bro.
Yeah.
I'd be Tarzan.
Oh yeah, can we be animated characters?
I know. I don't know if that was on the list,
real.
bro.
You know, there's documents. You know what I'm saying? Tarzan exists. You feel me?
Also, I never saw Tarzan die. I'm just saying. So
old and decrepit.
He totally fell out of a tree. Like totally.
Amazing
right.
question, bro.
Who wants to go next?
Oh,
Danya, you got your question ready?
I do. I got mine. If you want me, it's also about death. So apparently, we're just a morbid situation. But if you could find out or be told by someone exactly when you were going to die, would you want to know?
I'll go. No, absolutely not. Keep that to yourself. Every time I get a psychic reading, because yes, I live in Los Angeles, and they come out, moon is in retrograde, you got to get your cards read, okay? But every time I do, I'm like, if something bad is going to happen to me, ma'am, keep that to yourself, okay? Let it just happen to me when it happens. I'm not trying to avoid it. I'm not trying to be in Final Destination. I want to go when the spirit calls for it.
Come on.
Well, especially because like you live your life, especially around that time, thinking that you could do everything to avoid it, but then you're probably just making the decisions that make it happen too.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yes, that's a possibility. But the flip side of it is like, there's so many songs about like, I wish I could live like I was dying, like make your time, precious, like hang out with the people that you want to be with and do the things that you've always wanted to do. So it's like,
That's a good point because you could really like your priorities change. I mean, if you got 10 years, I'm gonna spend 4 years hustling to get everything I need so I can spend the 6 years doing what I want to do. That's a good point.
That's true. What if you got 3 months, bro?
Exactly.
Well, then you got a month to get your money up. And
I'm gonna see 2 people.
and you could probably rob a bank and stay hidden for long enough to die. That's
to
just
not
it.
go to jail.
You
Not
can get away
going
with
to jail.
3 months hiding, bro.
Right. And now you risk your last days in jail.
Yeah, I think I'm the same. I wouldn't want to know. I'm good.
Yeah.
I tried to think of I tried to take the analogy of people want when they do those songs about nah, I'm good because no, I'm straight. Can't even do it.
Then you said your question's ready.
Okay,
Mine's
sure.
ready.
All
Okay,
right.
Oh, you're
go.
ready? Oh, okay.
Go ahead, then. Go ahead.
If you could change one thing about yourself, what would it be?
Physically, emotionally.
Physically,
Anything.
emotionally.
My
Or
first
like one
thought is
aspect, if you could change one aspect about your life, even. What would
my
it be?
first thought is I want to be taller than my brother. It pisses me off because like I'm 5'10" and he's like 5'10" and a quarter, bro. But I also started smoking cigarettes at 18. So since then I've used that as the excuse why I never got that extra half inch to get taller than him. And it really it affects me on a daily basis that I'm not taller than my brother.
Yeah.
Are you older?
You grow.
No, I'm younger, and that would just make me
Okay.
feel better.
Okay, so
I'm already younger. Let me be taller.
Even if
okay,
it
bro.
doesn't
Yeah. Come to me when you got real problems, bro. I'm the oldest of 2 other brothers, 3 of us. I'm the oldest and the shortest. You feel me?
At least
And
you're
I'm
the
tall
oldest.
as hell. I'm
You're-
6'2". You
Look,
feel me?
you have the king brother title already. You're the oldest.
Don't matter, bro. They're both taller than me.
Well, but if you're 6'2", that still makes you taller than the majority of,
Yeah,
Still tall.
yeah, but now I always got to hear, my big little brother. Now, who wants to hear that? Like, my big little brother. It's crazy. And it used to be once upon a time, if they wanted to square up, I was ready. Now it's like you walk away and keep talking trash. No, you lucky, you my brother. But really, what it is no, you could probably take me now. So
always say the last word.
I used to vow to my brother that one day I'd be older than him. It hasn't happened yet, but
What a promise.
what about you, Thanya? What would you change?
Oh, not my height, but that is a fun thing. Us ladies, we don't quabble about our height very often. I would get new knees. Oh my God. I would get new knees. My knees would be brand new. All right. I would be like Will Smith in I Am Legend. I would be bionic.
Wait a few years, that might be a possibility.
From the knees down. Yeah. I would be the next what was that runner, that Blade Runner?
Bolt.
Who was in the Olympics? Yeah.
Usain Bolt. Yeah.
I love the Blade
I'd be
Runner.
that guy. Yeah.
Blade Runner.
Get new fucking knees, man.
Man, this one is a tough one because I live with lupus and myositis, and I feel like once I was diagnosed and realized what it was or whatever, it was the best thing that happened to me in a lot of ways when it came to my business, because before I knew it, I was stretched, I was spread too thin with everyone, so I helped everyone but never helped myself. The lupus forced me to go through a period of healing where I had to get myself right to launch things. So in that sense, I'm like, I wouldn't change a thing. But for sake of argument, I would change that lupus and myositis completely out of my system, because I would be athletic as before it started affecting my body. I was him. I was so fast. I could jump so high. It was crazy. I can't do none of that stuff no more. It sucks.
All right.
So
30 seconds. Danny, what about you?
Well, everyone else did physical, but I'm going to do emotional. I wish that I got more confidence sooner in my life. Like a lot of things, I was not as confident to make certain choices that would have completely, forked my life into a different direction.
Yeah.
So yeah, I just think that if I had that confidence earlier on, then everything would have been different.
it was good that you didn't have it, because then you wouldn't be with that guy.
Everything
So.
happens for a reason,
No, I agree with you, girl, and I feel the same way.
All right, here we go.
All right. So I'm ready for mine now. Okay. So, all right. If you were in, let's say, so this is a 2-part thing. So you have to choose the catastrophic event that you would be in, and the reason that you would choose it is which catastrophic event would you choose, and have the ability to stop it. Like, let's say if you had no choice but to choose the Titanic for some certain reason.
Yeah, the Titanic is not going to be a choice.
It won't be, but you're on the Titanic, right? So it's like, all right, now you have to choose one, and you have to do something different than what everyone else did. Like, which event would you do?
Ooh. So you have to be there and prevent it.
Yes. No, not even you don't, not even that you have to prevent the event. You just got to survive, bro. You have to survive.
Okay. All right. So what catastrophic event do we wish we had survived?
Yes. Yes.
All right. That's
Choose
a good
wisely.
one. That's a good one. I mean, they're all so bad. Like,
They're all so bad. And you're only saving yourself, or you save everyone?
You can save anyone.
You can save everyone.
You have to live, though. You still have to live. So you can't sacrifice yourself and kill it and let someone else live.
I mean, I guess I'd take out a pilot at 9/11.
Yo.
Oh, okay. Okay,
Yo,
I was thinking
that's
weather related, or like,
yeah, I thought it was weather related.
Oh, okay. Well, it could be. It could be.
I mean, it could be. It could be. But I didn't think of that. That 9/11. Hey, look. Yo, you think you gonna get me with some box cutter, bro?
Yeah. I mean, can we?
Yeah, I almost switched mine to that one, bro.
What was your answer, please? What were you gonna say?
See, mine was going to be, warn JFK that he's about to get his head blown off. I was going to save the man. Save Martin Luther King from getting, it was going to be something like that. It was going to be something like that, but no, now it's the 9/11.
Think of a broader scale, bro.
Yeah, now it's the 9/11, bro. I'm on that.
Oh my God.
I'm saving them planes, bro.
Yeah.
Oh.
My mind just went to like, weather related catastrophe, like tsunami, or like, like radiation, or like atomic bombs going
Chernobyl.
off. Yeah. And I was like, okay, well, if we all just start building bomb shelters now, like we could just hit the reset button on the surface of the earth, like everything, all the plants are going to regrow.
Facts.
And if we're all underground, then we're going to need to figure out the oxygen situation. But if we're all underground for 10, 20 years, whatever it takes for it to dissipate, the earth is going to be brand new. They
got freaking places that are already been built and are sophisticated as hell already, like bunkers that like go 20 feet underground. It can last however long. The rooms and I mean, it costs a crap load of money to get some living there, obviously, but it's crazy that a lot of that exists. Like, they know something that we don't know. We got to get right, bro. This podcast got to blow up, my G. This is crazy.
They got it.
Oh, yeah. I was thinking catastrophic things too. So I was like, like Katrina, or or like the floods in India, or like like some of those bigger things, or the.
Why would you want to go there?
Why would I want to go there?
Well, yeah, why would you want to be in those situations?
I mean, I wouldn't, but I thought we were trying to save people. I don't know. You know what I'd really like to see? I'd like to go back to Tulsa, Oklahoma, and stop that riot from happening.
That's a good answer. That's a good answer.
Because what would that town be like?
Right.
Exactly.
And what would this country be like?
What would this country be like? Yeah.
The domino effect. Yeah.
Wow.
There's also like Pearl Harbor, because if you could have prevented Pearl Harbor, we wouldn't have gotten into World War II when we did, and that's a whole set of questions.
That's true, but that's another domino effect type thing. Like, now that you said the domino effect, like now I would if I would have said the Martin Luther King thing or the, I would have certain things happened and it really did a lot for like those certain sacrifices that happen in American history that, maybe we don't want to change that, especially being the shade here, I don't know. That's good topic.
Yeah.
I saw a butterfly. We saw a butterfly dead in a parking lot the other day, and I assumed the future was significantly changed at that moment. There's
It only had one wing, and it was so sad.
All right. This has been an awesome episode. Rapid Rants, episode 5. Catch us here wherever you're watching us right now.
Right before you end it, it's just fun fact for everyone and all of my beautiful co-hosts that I used to have an extreme fear of butterflies. Why? I had no idea. Terrified of them. There's an ex of mine, which this should have been the breakup point, but it wasn't the breakup point. But they blindfolded me, took me to Butterfly World, bro. And when I opened the blindfold, hundreds of these bastards, I was get it off.
And that's like some people's like dream.
Yeah.
And
people were like, wow, beautiful.
I was horrible. And the investors knew what they were doing because they knew I was
I'm a Disney princess. Like I have butterflies covered.
Oh my gosh.
I was like, die, evil spawn of Satan.
It's like swatting at them. Oh my God.
Oh my
All
God,
right,
bro.
You can end it now, bro.
All right. Check us out every week, Friday at 3. Thank you for joining. We'll see y'all next week. Peace out.
See us next week where?
Oh, man, I almost forgot to say.
The most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network.